Hello everyone. I thought it would be fun to start doing some challenges in the group Art Experiments on Facebook here. And starting out, I think we're just going to leave this as group challenges and only people in the group can see these challenges. We might open it up for everybody here a little bit later, but as we're working it out, I'm just going to leave it in the group. So I have been making myself some prompt cards, and of course I start with circles. You know how much I love circles. I just couldn't resist. This is the only one that I really have done yet. I haven't gotten words on the rest of them, but I am making myself prompt cards. And the reason I'm making myself prompt cards is, number one, I have a lot of stuff that I have bought that I forget to use. I've got a lot of stuff that I've had for a long time that I forget to use it, and I'm trying to make myself some little cards so that I can randomly pick some stuff and remind myself to use some of the stuff that I have. So I'm going to be using these cards. You know, I'm getting them finished, and they're not done yet. I still have many more to go, but I kind of wanted to get the challenge going so we can start having some fun. So I will be using my prompt cards that I have for myself to randomly pick some prompts for the challenge, but I do not expect all of you guys to have all the things that I do have. And you guys probably have stuff that I don't have, so I mean, it's probably very even. So what I would like to do for the challenge is I am randomly picking prompts, and it's not always going to be the same amount. I'm going to randomly, just keep pulling prompts until it feels right, and then I'll stop. I'm going to post those prompts in an album in Art Experiments so that when you do your challenge, you can post your project, whatever it is you've done, and we can all have the same challenge in the same album, and we can see what everybody else is doing. Now, you can do your challenge on a journal page or just a piece of paper, a postcard, an ATC, whatever you want to do. There are no rules to this challenge. It's just a fun something. It's just a fun something. You don't have to do them. They're there for anyone who wants to participate. And as I pull prompts, like I said, not everybody is going to have all the things that I have. The first one, I have Posca Pen. I did Posca Pen around the edges here. Now, I don't expect everybody to have a Posca Pen, so please do substitute whatever you do have. I am not encouraging anybody to go out and get anything. If you don't have something, substitute or leave it out completely. Like I said, there are no rules. You're not going to get a bad grade because you didn't do it exactly like everybody else did it. These are just suggestions. So with that being said, we'll do the first challenge has 8 prompts in it. Challenge number 1, okay? And the prompts are book page text, acrylic paint wash, a printed image, circles, security envelope, handmade stamp, embossed image, and a Posca pen. Okay, those are the prompts that I will be listing for this challenge. And like I said, if you don't have a Posca pen, substitute it for another paint pen. Substitute a Sharpie, a regular ink pen, anything. So just so we understand what's going on, I did do the first challenge, so that you can see and I can explain what I did here. this is only for the first challenge. I will not be showing what I do for each challenge right away. I will post mine eventually, but I don't want everybody to see what I did and, you know, copy exactly. I want you to sketch your prompts out there and let your imaginations go wild, or just let the experiment begin and see what happens. Everybody's is going to be different. I'm going to list the prompts. You do not have to use those prompts in that order. You can mix them around. I am just pulling the prompts and listing them, whatever feels right to you, whatever you want to do, however, whatever order you want to use them, that is up to you. So the first one on this one is the book page text, and I glued book page text on my postcard here. This is just a piece of cardstock that I'm using. It's a postcard size. I'm not sure if I'm going to do all my challenges on a postcard. Haven't got that far yet. But my first one is a postcard. So this is my book text. I did put an acrylic, a purple acrylic paint wash over the whole book text, just to kind of melt it into the background a little bit. So that's my acrylic paint wash. I used one of my great-grandmother's postcards. I printed out that image, and that is my printed image. If you do not have a printer, if you cannot print out an image, use a magazine page. Use a label off of some canned goods, or a bottle label, or whatever, a stamped image. You know, do use what you have, and don't stress about not having something. Just substitute whatever you've got. Circles is the next prompt. I did kind of go in order. You don't have to go in order, like I said. Circles, you know, I used my circle stamp. I like my circle stamp. That's what I did. I stamped circles on to my acrylic wash. Actually, and then I put on the printed image. So I did kind of go out of order just a little bit. Security envelope. I added a little bit of security envelope on top of my printed image in 3 corners. You do not have to use, I mean, if the prompt is security envelope, if you put a little tiny little bit of security envelope in the corner there, you've done that layer. That layer's done. You don't have to worry about it anymore. If you want to put the whole thing as security envelope, that's what you can do. The handmade stamp for mine is this one that I've made from washers. We've seen this one before. I've just glued a couple washers onto a piece of cardboard, and the cardboard's getting smunched like crazy because I use this a lot. But that's the mark that handmade stamp makes. And like I said, you only have to put 1 handmade stamp print on there. You don't have to go crazy like I did. You could put 3, you could put 5, you can, whatever you want to do. So that's my handmade stamp. Embossed image, I embossed this tree with, I think it was the bronze metallic, and it didn't emboss real well. Part of my tree is it's kind of faded, but that's okay. It's not perfect, and you know, it's not supposed to be perfect. It's just an experiment. It's just a fun little thing, and, you know, and I don't mind that it's not perfect. And then my last was the Posca Pen, which I used around the edges. And like I said, if you do not have a Posca Pen, you can use a paint pen, you can use a Sharpie, you can use one of your kids' markers, a ballpoint pen. You know, substitute what you don't have for this challenge. It's a fun challenge. It's not to be stressed over. So that is going to be the very first challenge. I am going to post this in the group in an album. And the reason I'm putting it in its own little album, challenge 1 will be its own album, challenge 2 is going to have a separate album. That way, when you get your little challenge done, you can post your picture of that challenge in the album, and we can see what everybody did for challenge 1. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to see what everybody comes up with, what everybody does, how different all of them will be. You don't have to do the challenges. You don't have to do every challenge. They're just there if you want to do them. I think I said that already, but I just want to stress this is not mandatory. This is just for those people that want to have a little bit of fun, that want to be challenged a little bit, to want to participate in a group activity. I thought it might be fun. And like I said, I'm just posting this in the group for now. So you guys have an exclusive to these videos. No one else is going to see them to begin with. And we'll see how it goes and how much fun it is. And I may be posting this challenge to others later on. So, like I said, this is the first challenge. I will not be showing my results in the future. I will just be listing the prompts. Okay? So I hope you guys all have fun with this. I know I will have a lot of fun with it. So thanks for watching.